This is the parish church in Brampford Speke. The churchyard has a number of memorials. This is to Elizabeth Plummer, late of Cowley, which is very close by here. She departed this life in 1882, aged 25 years. This horizontal tomb is larger than most. Got quite a lot of engraving on the sides, but not easy to read with the moss. It could be deciphered if you took some time over it, but I can't get a name from it at the moment. Back against the hedge is a very easy to read memorial. William Plummer, 1900, aged 79. And then Anne Plummer, 1902, aged 76. This memorial has a cleaned patch at the bottom where a more recent inscription has been added. But the interesting one is at the top, where we have Alfred Tucker, station master of this parish for 36 years, who died 1920, age 63. I'm not sure what station that would be. There used to be a line that ran out of Stoke Cannon, or whether he means the nearby village of Newton St Sires. This one is tilting forward, but the inscription is rather nice. Elizabeth Knowles, 1899, an old and faithful friend for over 40 years. Mary Ann Elizabeth, the beloved wife of Charles Staddon of Sunnyside in this parish, died 1896, aged 75. And then Charles Staddon, who died in 1900, aged 75. Some nice colourful lichen on this stone. William Tucker, CPO, Chief Petty Officer, Royal Navy, 1911, aged 54. And then Mary, his wife, who lived a lot longer, died 1932, aged 80. Joseph Carter, he died in 1835. And then Joseph, his son, who died in 1879. And then Sarah Elizabeth, the daughter of the above, presumably the second Joseph, and she was interred in Willesden Cemetery, and that'll be London, 1912. Interesting, they mention the relationships. The first name is son of, and then we have daughter of, but there are no partners mentioned. Neither Josephs have their wives mentioned. As part of making this cemetery easier to maintain, a number of stones have been moved to the side here. The largest one here is for Mary Harding, wife of William Harding of Exeter, who died in 1800, aged 34. And then beneath that we've got also in memory of her 2 infant children. Eleanor Strong, wife of Nicholas Strong, an Exeter victualler. She died in 1812, just aged 24 years. I love this one. John Brown, a respectable innkeeper of the town of Exeter. And then it goes on about inexpressible grief of his sorrowing wife. He departed this life 1810, aged 40 years. I like respectable innkeepers. Also, John, son of the above, who departed this life aged 10 years and something months, hidden beneath the ivy. This has an uncommon surname, Henry Beadle, 1896, aged 66, and then his wife Mary, 1891, aged 53 years. A solid chest tomb with a clear inscription on the side. This is to Andrew Leslie, surgeon in the Royal Navy, 1777 to 1865. This is lying flat on the ground. The name at the top is John Mudge. Seems to be a comma. Clark, M.A. 1847. I think he's aged 80. And then we have underneath Frederick Spicer Mudge, grandson of the above. Hard to make out the rest of the inscription, but if it was cleaned off or brushed off, it would be readable. Next to that is Agnes Mudge. And again, if the stone could be brushed off, the inscription could be made out. There are other slab ones lying horizontal here. This one's completely covered with grass cuttings. And the one alongside, what mysteries lie underneath that? Against the wall of the church here, this one is to Samuel Scragg, M.A., for 12 years vicar of this parish, died 1920, aged 65. Close by is this cross and the inscription at the bottom, Richard Coburn Kindersley, 14 years their vicar, who died 1974, aged 40. And directly in front of it, and of the same stone, so connected with that one, we have this memorial. Says it was erected by 148 cottagers of Brampford Speke and Cowley in gratitude for unceasing kindness and care for their welfare. There is one war grave here. This is William Henry Kyle. He died at the Royal Victoria Hospital in Netley, 1915, aged 19. The RVH Netley is just outside Southampton, and when injured soldiers from the front were brought back to this country, mostly they came into Southampton, and that's why he will be at the RVH Netley. So he would have been an injured soldier from the front in World War I, just 19 years. Beside the path we have a very simple sort of almost a grave marker with WL 1909 and EML 1903. But behind it, tilting forward, is the main memorial, and that's William Leach, WL 1909, and Ethel Mary Leach, who died in 1903. So why there should be a grave marker in front of the stone, I'm not quite clear. Well, I think the church is open, So let's go and have a look inside. Well, sadly, the church was not open, which is quite surprising. But there we are. That's my brief visit to Brampford Speke in the county of Devon. Till the next time.